Hey gang, I hope all is well. Just a quick video for you here today. In my opinion, Chris Minns has to be a Mossad agent, and I'm only slightly exaggerating when I say that. And I'm saying this as someone who is usually a fairly enthusiastic supporter of the Labour Party. It is insane the lengths that Chris Minns has gone to shut down protest after the Bondi attack. And look, purely from a social cohesion perspective, I understand in the immediate aftermath of a terror attack, you probably don't want mass demonstrations going on, but Chris Minns has brought in these draconian anti-protest laws in the face of there being no organised major protests before at least the end of January, all to tackle some imaginary wave of anti-Semitism from the pro-Palestine crowd. I think the worst example of this is the attack he unleashed on the protest across the Harbour Bridge back in August, saying it instigated some kind of terrorist event, when numerous Labour members of Parliament and ministers were at that march. That breaks one of the fundamental tenets of the Labour Party, which is party discipline. You do not sledge fellow Labour members for decisions made on their own accord, especially when it has no policy implications. These members made their own private decision that does not damage government policy in any way, shape or form to attend a public march. And now Chris Minns has the gall to say that fellow Labour members were complicit in an event that incited a terrorist attack? Peaked the mic just there, Jesus, that's how you know I'm worked up. In this video, I'm not even going to go into the countless attacks he's run against unions. His first speech to Parliament, for Christ's sake, was an attack on the trade union movement. You know, the primary donors of the Australian Labour Party. I don't get why people have so much scorn for Anthony Albanese. Dude, you want a Keir Starmer of Australia. Chris Minns is the Keir Starmer of Australia. Anthony Albanese has been nothing but statesman-like since the attack in December, hasn't withdrawn the government's decision to recognise Palestine, hasn't condemned it, and hasn't contributed to a culture war to make hatred and anti-Semitism worse. Which, by the way, there's this hilarious clip floating around of Chris Minns suddenly complaining that Islamophobia had spiked.
Can I also just make mention of a report that has been in the media in the last 12 to 24 hours and also been reported to New South Wales Police, and that is a horrifying rise in racist sentiment and attacks on members of the Islamic community in New South Wales.
You know, as if that has nothing to do with the actions he took immediately after December 14th, which, in my opinion, have done nothing but help break down social cohesion further. I mean, he is genuinely considering arming Jewish groups in the CBD. I seriously struggle to think of a policy that would break up social cohesion more than allowing one group of the population to have guns, but not the others. Chris Minns is a traitor to the Australian and the international labour movement. That's really all I have to say. I have no intention of supporting him at all at the next state election, and I encourage you not to either. That's all, guys. Have a good one. See ya.